game here today on day 3 of the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup. The marching band coming out again, as we do for every game, and they will be playing the national anthem for both countries in this final game, being a World Cup tournament. We've got 12 teams here this year, which is, and a lot of those have had to qualify to get here. But it's this afternoon it'll be Mexico versus Spain. We've had 2 games prior to England running out the winners over Australia in the first, and then Hong Kong in a nail biter. Hong Kong, China, winning 5 goals to 4 by 1 goal over a very, very competitive Chile team. So that's your Spanish team in the red. And it'll be Mexico in the black. So not a lot of English-sounding names or in these 2 teams at all, with Gracidas, Aguilar, Pascal Vicuna, Mario Gomez, and Martin Iturraspe. All very, very competitive snow polo players. And we'll introduce them to you shortly after we listen to the national anthem. First one today will be Mexico. And now we'll have the national anthem for Spain. Have it. The Spanish national anthem and the Argentine marching band now leaving the field as we introduce the players to you. And we will lead off with Mexico. Number 1 for Mexico will be Julio Gracida. And number 2 will be Valerio Aguilar. 5 goals. Not a lot of snow in Mexico either, I might add. And number 3, I should say, the infamous Carlos Gracida. 6 goals now, was 10 Went to 10 goals in 1985. And here he is, Pascal Vicuna, the number 1 for Spain. Number 2, Mario Gomez. And at number 3, it's Martin Iturraspe. Crowd now taking every opportunity to become part of this amazing event here at Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup 2014. Good numbers here, lots of entertainment for the kids, but this will be game 3, second day or third day, and it'll be Mexico versus Spain. 3 chuckers to decide who will get the points. Umpires JJ Diaz-Alberti and Nico Scorticini. Third man referee will be Chris Bethel. The ball gets thrown in, and it's come out in favour of Spain first off the bat. Who is it now with the ball? It's the number 3, I should say, for Spain, which is Iturraspe, but it's gone out over the back line. Now it'll be Carlos Gracida. 6 goals for Mexico, bringing it in. Both teams coming off a loss, so both teams putting every little bit of effort in to try and get the points here today. In the earlier round, they both had a loss. There he is, Iturraspe. His pony slips, now goes back in. Comes out in favour of Iturraspe again with the chestnut pony, backs it down the boards. Who's first there? It'll be number 1. Up to the number 1 for Mexico, and it's Julio Gracida. Looking for the ball now. Iturraspe for Spain takes it. Julio Gracida now looking to back it up the boards. It's kept in play there by the number 1, Pascal Vicuna. Vicuna raises his stick, being told to leave it now by Gomez. Mario Gomez, the number 2 for Spain. Leaves it now for Iturraspe, who pushes the ball towards the goal. Will it go through? Is this going to be the first goal for the game? Oh, it's gone wide to the right, but still in the field of play now with Carlos Gracida now. Big shot up to his number 1, who is on the fly, Julio Gracida, his nephew now. Just checking the pony on the snow. Oh, lovely clearing shot there, back shot by Martin Iturraspe for Spain. And he was the last line of defence. Julio Gracida had all the time in the world, but Iturraspe got back there and hit it out over the boards, giving his team some time to get back into position. Ball's going all the way through the line out now. Who's first there? Is it Iturraspe again or Gomez? Looks like Mario Gomez now, taking the ball forward. No, it's Vicuna. Gomez at the back now. Iturraspe is going to have to hook his number 2, Aguilar, for Spain. And Aguilar's still in the field of play now. Aguilar now looking for the back shot, gets hooked out of it now. Number 1 for, oh, appealing for the foul, but it didn't go his way. And it's now Aguilar for Mexico. Comes off the umpire's pony. Now it's Julio Gracida taking the ball out to the boards now. First man back there. Oh, yeah, no, he couldn't go in there. And Carlos Gracida just getting a little bit ball hungry there. As Mario Gomez, I think it was, came around for Spain. And it'll be a penalty now to Spain. See here, so Mario Gomez peeling for the foul and getting it. Now, because they're heading away from their goal mouth, they won't be played any advantage, so they'll just take a penalty there on the spot, but it's still within striking range. It's in well within their half, their attacking half, so they could convert it from here. And see those lovely buildings here at the Fortune Heights estate in the background there as he hits a lovely big shot, but it's not very straight, and it's gone wide to the left, long way left. And it'll be Carlos Gracida and the Mexican team now on the attack, but deep in their half. So Gracida keeping the ball. Dances a little bit to the left. Then he hits at a big shot straight up the field now. Who's going to be first one back there? It's Spain now, the number 2 for Spain, Mario Gomez. Backs it. Gracida now gets it, but gets an unlucky bounce. Now here he is, Pascal Vacuna for Spain. Will he be the first one to score? It's got a great approach shot, but the pony has slipped now. Carlos Gracida clears it out to the number 2, Aguilar, and Aguilar has crossed the line of Iturraspe as he came down the line. Sorry, Vacuna. So here he is. Carlos Gracida backs it. And now Vacuna came down the line and was just fouled by Aguilar. So it'll be a penalty to Spain, 20 yards out. So very achievable. Mexico cannot defend this one. And it looks like it'll be taken by Martin Iturraspe, the number 3 for Spain. I can't say with the black helmet because they've all got a black helmet, the Spanish, making it very easy for me. It'll be Martin Iturraspe now. Will he put the first points on the board? He does, and it's goal time for Spain. 1-0 with Mexico now hitting in off the back line. Mexico coming off a fairly heavy loss earlier in the week, and I think they went down by maybe 5-0. So they'll be trying to rectify that result. But it's Spain at the moment who had a loss, but only just in their previous game. So favourites for this game will be the Spanish. They showed a lot more on the man and in their disciplined plays. And at the moment, the scoreboard is telling the story. So it's 1-0, and it's Iturraspe with the ball, but hard ridden out of it by Carlos Gracida. Now big back shot, but the first one onto it is Spain. Hits it out, and it is Pascal Vacuna hitting it out over the boards into the crowd. And there'll be a throw-in right in front of the Fortune Heights marquee. Ball's been thrown in. Who's going to come up with it now? It is Aguilar, Valerio Aguilar, but he can't keep it. Back down there now by Gomez. Carlos Gracida hits it cleanly, but it then comes off the leg of a pony. And now it is Martin Iturraspe on the little chestnut pony taking it down. Stick side, near side again. Tries to get a next shot through, gets it past Carlos, but Carlos controls the ball, backs it out away, looking for Julio Gracida. Can't get it. Julio comes across in front. The foul wasn't picked up. Now Martin Iturraspe is going to back it. Lovely little back shot, looking for his number 1 and finds him. But there's Carlos Gracida there, the man. Carlos Gracida kept it stick side, appealing for the foul, but not given because Carlos Gracida was fine. Now it's back up to Martin Iturraspe now, taking it around on the little chestnut pony. Keeps it. He's looking for someone to hit it to, but they're all marking their man so hard. Now the clock's running down, 30 seconds left on the clock. Big right off there, the number 2, Valerio Aguilar, just smashing into Mario Gomez. Now Iturraspe, and whistle has gone. Player's gone around the front. You'll see a penalty here. And it's Vacuna saying, no, it wasn't me, sir. But umpire Nico Scottacini saying, I think it was. 19 seconds left on the clock. And a chance here for Mexico to score the first points of the tournament. They're just waiting to get confirmation off the 3rd man. And they're going to take it now to halfway. it'll be penalty 5B to Mexico. Carlos Gracida teeing the ball up. With 19 seconds left of the first chucker, and plays called, and Gracida has taken the ball off, hit it cleanly, but it's come off the rump of the chestnut pony of Iturraspe's now. Iturraspe backs it across. Julio Gracida appealing for the foul, doesn't get it now. Carlos Gracida's back there. He's going to back it straight towards the goal post. Gets it up there. Lovely approach shot, but it's Iturraspe who backs it out of the goal mouth. At the end of the first chukker, it is 1-0 in favour of Spain. Carlos Gracida leaving the field as they go and change ponies. But both teams knowing just how difficult it is to get a win, and both teams desperate for the win. We'll see more. And we're back to the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup for 2014. Spain with their nose in front at the moment, 1-0. And it's been all Spain at the moment, with Vicuna and Iturraspe having a very good first chukker there. Not as physical as some of the other games we've seen, but very technical. And now, here he is, the man, Iturraspe again for Spain, keeping the ball alive on the grey pony, backing it, trying to get it out of his half. Now it'll be Iturraspe trying to take it forward. Getting past Carlos Gracida is no easy feat, but here's Julio Gracida now. He's got time. Going to straighten up. Can he put it through? And it looks pretty good. Has it gone over? It has. It's goal time for Mexico. And for the first time in the tournament, Mexico have scored. And it's a great goal out of the field here for Julio Gracida. It pops it up there, opens the shoulders, and there it goes. So it's now one apiece, Spain and Mexico, with Spain on the attack. And here he goes, Carlos Gracida backing it now, looking for his number 2, Aguilar. Doesn't get it. First one there is Vicuna again. Vicuna having a great chucker first. Now appealing for the Aguilar, looking to back it. Who's coming through? Carlos Gracida on the grey horse. Here he goes, Gracida. Now Aguilar backing it. Lovely little shot. Oh, clearing shot there, but it wasn't successful for Mario Gomez for Spain. But now it'll be Vicuna, number 1. Pascal Vicuna now. He's got time. He's been told to leave it by Iturraspe, but Carlos Gracida reads the play very well, and then he backs it across to the centre of the field, looking for his number 2, Aguilar. Aguilar has to get back inside those guys. He can't take them around the long side. He needs to check up and come in behind, but he's been ridden out of it now by Mario Gomez. Great play, Gomez now. Julio Gracida being ridden out of it again, but the person that's got the ball here is Martin Iturraspe. He backs it across to the centre of the field, leaving it for Mario Gomez, the number 2. Looking for a deflection off the boards is the number 1, Vicuna for Spain. Spain now can't do much with it. Will it? It's still in the field of play, hasn't crossed the back line yet, and it is Aguilar for Mexico. Backing it, looking, try and get onto the end of Julio Gracida's mallet, but he couldn't quite get it there. Now it's going to be Martin Iturraspe, still there, but it is out over the boards. It has gone out over the back line as Mario Gomez talks to his teammates, saying, come on, guys. Anyway, because the defending team hit that one out over the back, it will be a 30-yard shot at goal by the Mexican team. This to put them in front. This to put them in front. And who will it be? None other than Carlos Gracida. One of the most famous umpire there, just getting a shoe out of the snow. Carlos Gracida, one of the most famous polo players, not only in Mexico, but in the world. 10 goals in 1985, and he's still 6 goals today. Here he goes. It looks pretty good. The hand goes up, and it's goal time for Mexico. They go into the lead now, 2-1, and it's been all Mexico this chukker. with 3 minutes left on the clock. The Mexicans now getting a taste of success as Iturraspe brings the ball in for Spain now. Again, it's a game of field possession, and Iturraspe leaves it for his number 2, Aguilar, who decides he's going to run it up the boards. Good ride off there by Gracida, now leaving it behind for Iturraspe. Iturraspe under pressure from Gracida again, still gets bat on ball, and it goes forward. But now it's going to be Aguilar, the number 1, I should say, Vicuna for Spain, taking the ball around. Just goes to clear it away from Julio Gracida. Can't quite get bat on ball now. Goes forward. Vicuna thought he'd back his own judgment, but he was wide to the right by about 10, 20 yards. And things not going right for Spain at the moment in this chukker. It's 2-1 in favour of Mexico, and Mexico are on the attack, but Mexico are running from their back line, so they've got a little bit of work to do. Oh, and here we go, and it let go through. It looks like it's been a goal, and this is what I was saying. Field position is so important. If you can't get this one, anything can happen. You can have an unlucky bounce in your own half, and the other team can capitalise on it so easily. And look at this. Straight through. So they've equalised there off a mistake from Mexico, a rare mistake by Carlos Gracida. And now a lovely back shot by Iturraspe. It's Spain on the attack again, and they've equalised with that one there. But it'll be Aguilar, the number 2 for Mexico, just backing it to his number 1 there, Julio Gracida. Now, Martin Iturraspe can turn the ball here as the Mexican players were taken out of play. He's got to get past Julio Gracida. Hits it up cleanly now, but it's going to be Aguilar playing the back roll here. He's got a number 2 on his shirt, but he's sitting back there playing very deep, and it's gone out over the back line. The Mexicans happy for it to go over the back line there. I think they actually were willing it over the back line so they could get this set play. They've lost a little bit of field position, but they still... Carlos Gracida. Not a good place to get too tricky right there, because like that, it can come off the leg of a pony and it's back through the goal mouth before you know it. So... now Iturraspe for Spain, the number 3. See, hitting a back leg of the horse, and next thing you know, you've gone from defending and you've gone from attacking into defending mode. So it's now Iturraspe taking the ball forward. He's got to get past 2 of them. Does so. Lovely back shot. Carlos Gracida's onto it, but he's still got to get past Aguilar. Aguilar hard riding, keeping Gracida out of the play. Back Julio Gracida now turning onto the ball as Vicuna runs up the line. Pascal Vicuna now, he's got time on his side. Can he get the ball through? That's not where he wanted it to go with 17 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to back it towards the goal man. Oh, lovely approach shot. Here he is. Spain, can they put it through? Lovely field goal there by Iturraspe. All the hard work has paid off, and it is Iturraspe going 1 goal in front with 2 seconds left on the clock. And have a look at this play here. This is a lovely shot there by Vicuna. Vicuna turning onto that ball. Iturraspe, that's Polo. That's great Polo there. He read the play. He turned straight onto that line, and it was thank you very much. Lights out. Thanks for coming. Goal time for Spain. So 3-2. It's a 1-goal ball game as we go to a break. We're back. Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup 2014, the last chukker for today of the 3 games. This is the closest. We've got Spain versus Mexico, and Spain are in front by 1, but anyone can win it from here. It has been a torrid battle, and it's now Mexico on the attack to equalise. If he can put it through from here, it's Julio Garcia. Oh, it's gone wide. Gracida just pushing that one too far. He put a lot of angle on it, and it's gone out wide to the right there. So Spain will breathe a sigh of relief there as they then collect themselves for a quick play the ball off the back line. They've got possession of the ball, but they don't have very good field position, and they need to get up into that other half to try and get some more points on the board if they're to win this one today. They know the Mexicans will come back at them, and this is what can happen when you're in the wrong spot, when you're in the wrong half, and it's going to be Carlos Gracida equalising in the first minute of this last chukker here today. As I said, anything can happen in snow polo, You only need one bad bounce or to hit the leg of a pony, and next thing you know, you're scrambling back in defence. And Carlos Gracida just rolls that one through. Lovely goal, keeps his head. So cool. It couldn't be anything but cool here. It's freezing. It's -5 degrees for all you people there in Hong Kong and around the world. It is cold. So, umpires saying that Carlos Gracida has now, after doing all that good work, has gone and fouled Vicuna, no, Iturraspe of Spain, and now the umpire's saying, well, maybe not. We need to have a look at this. They're saying, no, you're not going to get a penalty. So they're saying he was fouled, but they're saying, look, you're out on the board, so we're not going to walk it up to the 30-yard line. We're actually just going to give you a spot penalty there. So he's done that. Whistle's gone again. And it'll be now a penalty against Spain. So the reason there for them getting the penalty is because they get a throw-in now because they didn't hit the ball at least 20 metres in that first. When you hit from a 5B like that, which is a spot location, the Spanish player had to hit that ball more than 20 metres and he didn't do so. So they brought him back on a technicality, had a throw-in, and now it's gone wide after the throw-in, and it'll be Mexico on the attack. Carlos Gracida, 3-all, 4 minutes left to go to decide who will get the points here this afternoon in this second round preliminary match. Gracida, Carlos Gracida. Big ride there off to Aguilar. Now Julio Gracida, the nephew of Carlos. But it's now going to be Mario Gomez who backs it out towards Martin Iturraspe. Martin can't get there because it is Aguilar who's all over it now. Carlos Gracida backs it into the melee of ponies. Carlos Gracida's going to have to back it again. Looks up over his shoulder. Loves his little away shot now. Who's going to ride up the line first? It's Iturraspe for Spain. Now waiting for the deflection off the boards. Does so. He's going to have to bring it round the front of Aguilar, the number 2 for Mexico. Hard riding here, but it's Iturraspe keeping the ball to himself. He's a long way from the goal mouth. He's well inside their half, but he's still a long way from getting within striking distance. He's got a lot of horses to get through from here. Now, big neck shot through, looking for a runner. Who's there? Will it go? Oh, wide by only a matter of inches. And you'll see the replay here. So Iturraspe turned, beautiful turn by the pony, neck shot across to his number 1, which is Vicuna, and it's just gone wide. So unlucky for Spain to not go one in front there, but now, good play there by Gracida, unselfish play. Leaves it now for Aguilar. Aguilar taking it, but not being able to do much with it after that initial hit now. It is Iturraspe being hit behind the saddle, and he's raising the stick, appealing for the foul, and gets it. So Julio Gracida there just coming in and hitting the Spanish player behind the saddle, and you can see it's turned the pony a little bit. It's a dangerous play, and it can tip a horse over, so the umpires have awarded a penalty to Spain for dangerous play. You might see it in a replay, but it looks like it's going to be Iturraspe now. With only 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Iturraspe for Spain, not going where he wanted it to. It's very difficult to read where this softball is going to end up. But now, it is. Whoa, penalty now. Yeah, against Vicuna of Spain. He crossed the line. The two players were coming up the line, which was Julio, that player there on your screen, Julio Gracida, was being hard ridden by Mario Gomez. They were coming up the line, so Vicuna really shouldn't have gone in there. Again, dangerous play, and you'll see it here. So the two men coming up the line was this guy, and the grey horse there shouldn't have gone around the front like that with the two players coming up the line. So it'll be a penalty to Mexico, and let's see if the Mexicans can go one in front. I doubt they're going to try and lace it from here. I'd say he's going to try and just get it in the zone. And there you go. It's not easy to hit over distance. You can see the ball, how it wobbles in flight. It's very hard to read which way it's going to go. And the ultimate play there is to lay it up into the strike zone and get one of your players loose so they can then slot it through the goal from, 5 to 10 yards out. But anyway, it is now Mario Gomez on the black horse. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. You can just get a lucky bounce, and if you're in the right spot, you can convert. But it's now Gomez for Spain. Gomez using the pony, letting the pony have his head. Sorry, it's Idaraspe, the number 3, coming up the line. He's gone back inside his number 2. Idaraspe now with a big shot towards the goal, but it's going to be wide by about 5 feet. Unlucky. Idaraspe trying to go coast to coast. And you'll see it here. He takes it, then gets back inside the number 2 for Spain, Aguilar. And then he just gets that curve on the ball. If he pushed it a bit straighter, he would have had Vicuna up there waiting for it, but he didn't get the ball to him. Now Vicuna backs it into the horses. One horse slips over on the ice, keeps his footing now. That was Idaraspe's horse. Now Vicuna again takes it forward, tries to get past Carlos Gracida and does so. Now tries to get back on the inside, but he was taken out of it by Aguilar. Now here he goes, Idaraspe. Can he put Spain in front, or are we going to a penalty shootout? 48 seconds left on the clock. Idaraspe appealing for the foul, doesn't get it. Will Carlos Gracida put this one through the goalpost? Now it's the momentum is with Mexico. Can Mexico get their first win for the tournament, or will it be Spain getting their first win for the tournament? 30 seconds left on the clock. If it's all tied up, we're going to a penalty shootout, and it doesn't look like it's going to be goal time from here, because it's Mexico now inside the other half with a lot of work to do to get back with 18 seconds. Julio Gracida now with the ball. He's going to have to do something special to score from here. Julio Gracida looking for Carlos Gracida. Can Carlos put it through with 8 seconds left on the clock? Does it run through? It does! It's an amazing goal for Mexico. Carlos Gracida using all his experience to put an amazing pass from Julio Gracida through the goals, and the Spanish are livid. The Spanish are not happy at all, and Carlos is shaking his head saying, no, I got that fair and square. Don't you complain. And Mario Gomez is blowing up big time. What an amazing way to finish this final game of day 3 here. The final chukker going down to the wire. Look at this. This is an amazing. I think that actually even may have come off the foot of his horse. And out of the top of the bounce, he just backs it across. Spain are blowing up, but they have no reason to be blowing up. This is an amazing goal across the goal face. And there he is, Carlos Gracida, backing it through the goal. A great pony, great shot. And the Mexicans have won their first game for the tournament. And a well-deserved victory it is. So we'll be back shortly with some highlights of this amazing game.